Today's Sunshine Note is titled, Best Kept Secret. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, and it gives light unto all that are in the house. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Matthew chapter 5, verse 14 through 16. The problem with Calvin was that he pretty much did whatever he wanted to do. The problem with Dominique was that he always followed. Calvin was popular and Dominique felt lucky to be his friend. Calvin was street smart and always had something cool to say. These unlikely friends attended the same school from 5th to 7th grades. I call them unlikely friends because they were so very different, and they weren't good for each other. Calvin liked living on the edge. He pulled pranks and even had several brushes with the law. He thought it was funny to egg houses in the neighborhood and loved any chance to pick fights with the neighborhood boys. Dominique knew that the daring things Calvin did were wrong, and he never participated. He was an innocent bystander, you might say, but he never said anything to try to talk Calvin out of his antics. When they were in 7th grade, Calvin started hanging out with some kids from the big city. His behavior went from bad to worse. At the end of the year, he transferred to another school, and Dominique lost track of him for over a year, until one day when he saw him unexpectedly. I was riding in a car downtown, Dominique told me, when I saw a kid being handcuffed and put in the back of a police car. That's Calvin, I said to myself. I'll always regret that I didn't try to help him by telling him that what he was doing was wrong and by offering something else to do for fun. I will never forget that image of him getting into the police car. When the angels announced that Jesus had been born, they didn't do it quietly. There was a bright light, an announcement, and an angelic choir. They weren't ashamed of their good news. You have good news to tell your friends too. Don't keep it quiet. If you have a friend headed the wrong way like Calvin, talk to them. Show them Jesus by standing up for what you believe in and by showing them a better way to live. Spare them and yourself the regrets. You are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it gives light unto all that are in the house. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Matthew chapter 5, verse 14 through 16. May God bless you today.